Howdy there, Colt Gunner here, the Hunters Guild's most wanted poacher. And, well, this is actually since yesterday that there's news about the bow on Monster Hunter Wilds. I've already seen a few clips on X, so yeah, I've already been spoiled, but this will be my first reaction to see the whole deal. And I really wish I had seen this in the very beginning, but I was busy. Also having a lot of issues with my PC. Work-related issues. Too bad. Oh well. So yeah, as soon as I click this, you're going to see that it's going to be, instead of 12 hours ago, it's going to be like a day. Also, the quality of the video will be slow or terrible. I don't know, I've been having problems with my PC. I've already said that before. So yeah, it's going to get worse soon enough. So might as well get this out of the way and see how it looks. I also know about the whole aiming thing. It reminds me of something I've seen years ago, and it has to do with this video. So those who know, know. Oh. Let's put this back with volume. Yeah, the dodge. I've already seen the jump. I like the jump. It fits me. Also, these curve shots. People say it's magnets or magic shots. Oh, hell no. I hope Monster Hunter does not add magic. Rather, I call them it's turning arrows. It's a term for bows. And the little jump from Rise. I really don't use it that much in Rise. I used to use a lot. Aerial style, like that, in Generations. But I haven't used it that much in Rise. I don't know. It does look cool, but it doesn't feel fun to me. At least, not how it used to be in Generations, which is kind of weird. Visually in Generations, it looks so stale, but it does feel so nice. Okay, so let's see this again, but I'm going to read the subtitles very slowly. Copying. I see. But then again, they're just Guild Knights style. A mid-range weapon that uses a variety of arrow-based attacks. Charge your arrows to increase their damage. The bow also boosts high mobility. I wonder if dash dancing. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is included. But then again, I've seen that jump before. At least in Rise, when jumping off a cliff. Was there a rock there? I swear I've seen that. At least in the frosty area in Rise, I've done it a few times. There are plenty of little ones. But now it seems you might be able to do jump on command, which would be nice if maybe as a way to avoid attacks. At least low angle attacks, that would be nice. Hit a monster with a tracer will cause arrows to home in on it. I really don't like the idea of magnets. Yeah, it is possible. But then every arrow in your quiver would just go straight to its face. No, I was thinking of maybe doing a turning arrow based on using gyro aiming. You know? And I'm not saying that you can control when the arrow's shot, already shot in the air. No, I'm thinking of maybe tilt your controller one side and then shoot, and then it would curve. That would be so nice. Yeah, having turning arrows is something that I always wanted in Monster Hunter. Yeah, it's also very fun. At least for the older games, it makes sense to have straight arrows. You could also have a little bit of deviation, but they don't work. They don't. It's not something that you. It isn't something you do on purpose. It's usually by accident, and only in all my time having with the bow, at least in 2 occasions, having strong deviation did help. 2 cases. 1 case was hitting 2 hunters that were stunned at the same time. And that was like 6 or 4 years ago. And not that long, 2 weeks ago, in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, at least I was able to kill 2 Banhabras with 1 shot. Not 1 shot, I mean shooting once with 2 arrows that would split at both and killing both Banhabras. That was nice. So yeah, I would definitely love having turning arrows as a possibility for future games in Monster Hunter, but this ain't it. It is close enough. The idea of the tracer is nice. I think I must have thought of that. Too bad I've never recorded something like that, but no, I would definitely prefer turning arrows. Either this just only makes it, you know, it makes it as a nice little training wheels. Bryce also has something I call training wheels. Sure, I might use it, at least the one on Bryce. I'll definitely use this when I'm just want to do chill hunts, or maybe if this is good for speedrunning. I doubt it. This would ruin the whole point of the bow, you know, getting good at shooting. This is the game doing it for you. So yeah, I expect at least this will make, yeah, good training wheels. This will make good training wheels, and I expect either limited time to shoot this tracer, or you only have like limited amounts of uses for the tracer, you know, 3 per hunt, 5 per hunt, maybe. I'd say around 20 to 15 shots per tracer, and very little damage when using this. Because the tracer, if it's a magnet, it will definitely shoot on the magnet and not the monster. So yeah, I see very little potential in damage with this. As I said, I definitely would love to have turning arrows, because I saw something very similar. I think it would be much more ahead in this video. I've already seen it next. There's the arc shot. Oh, and it's so beautiful. Good thing it returned. Hell yeah. This is what I want to talk about. Yeah, so this seems like a lock-on, which is very nice. So I think the concept of having turning arrows, but doing something similar to this would be if I could lock on to more than one monster. You know, if there were 5 monsters, at least 1 per arrow, and shoot them simultaneously. That would be nice. I'm thinking this is something a lot of bow users might dream of, or at least people who in real life play with a bow. So yeah, the ability to throw 3 or 5 arrows and each one landing on a different monster, that would be so nice. I hope it's included in the game. If it only is for 1 monster, I won't be disappointing. This is still okay, but then again, yeah, it won't be not as fun as I originally think. Or maybe I'm just thinking about it right now. It would be nice to aim arrows, like 1 for a monster, or maybe a few for a monster, and maybe shoot a few more arrows to someplace in the background. You know, like a falling rock, make something fall on top of the monster. You know, hazard areas. You know, to activate them. Take a shot each time I say, you know. Nice to know that the Piershot, the Dragon Piercer, got an upgrade. Do we still keep the melee attack? At least the classic melee attack, not the lunge. I've played very little World, and I cannot find the melee attack. And I've been looking online, and it only seems to be talking about the lunge. Which seems... I don't like it. I do like the lunge, it's a good idea, but only as the only melee attack? No, that's just plain horrible. I want the classic, stay still, stand your ground, take a slice of arrow to your face, and enjoy it. Oh yeah, I forgot to read part for a minute, read. Tracers will explode after being dealt enough damage or after enough time passes. Oh, so they have TNT inside. That's nice. Have I passed anything else? Those high mobility. Hitting a monster with a tracer will cause arrows to home. Yeah, I've already read that one. Tracers will explode after being dealt enough damage or after enough time passes. Use focus mode to target monsters' wounds and weak points. Focus mode. Is this similar to like a siege for heavy bowguns? Siege mode. Wait. This is it. This does seem like the add-up at first, but did he leave a scratch? This might be something similar to the counter to Rise. The little training wheels, but it has a jump instead. What's it called? Huh, who knows? Still a flashy move. Not dissing bow users who use it. I may be able to use it maybe in the future when I'm in a tight spot. Or maybe just chilling. Yeah, that's the one. I love that one. Whoops. This subtle thing. Yeah. I think this is going to be like the shotgun of the bow. Yeah. Or maybe this use all the coatings? Is it possible? Let me check. Yeah, imagine just having a bunch of coatings and then just use this. Let's see. Wait. Okay, so we saw one shot. We see a little smoke of dust. Yellow. Okay. While here, yeah, it's all dust. I was really expecting that this whole yellow dust would be paracoatings. Dare to dream. So yeah, just imagine having all your coatings and then just unleashing it in one single shot. That would be nice. That is a good idea. And if Capcom doesn't make it, well, they should add it. It's a very good idea. Just look at... So disgusting. PS5. Xbox is respectable. And Steam. Steam is the less of two evils. But the problem is my PC can't handle Steam. It doesn't handle Worlds, so I won't handle Wilds. Oh boy. Another game that I'm going to be late for the party. Let's see. I just got GU recently. Well, not recently, maybe a year ago. But I only have like 200 hours or maybe 300 hours. So yeah, I've been busy. I really just want to finish the story of World and Iceborne before this game comes out, but seeing how slow it moves, I doubt it. I like the little guitar riff. I might be able to use this as the new background music for my videos. Who knows? Although I do always have plans for videos, I rarely put them out there. Either way, very nice. Even if the bow had everything back to free you, for you, free you. Let's go to free you. I would still love the bow a lot. I'm pretty sure I could still kill monsters using just free you tactics. You know, free you gameplay. That reminds me, I do wish to go for a run, at least in GU. I'm not sure if I did it Rise. Maybe in Rise I'll do it. I did just once or twice, but only a few monsters. Just trying to kill monsters with GU gameplay. Oh. With free U gameplay. And GU is super possible. It's the classic mode of playing. With Rise it was a little bit more difficult. Just trying to avoid. After the shot, well, you do the little dash dance, so it doesn't count. It always gets interrupted. Okay. Nice overview. Very nice. I really do hope that they include this. That you could just throw a bunch of coatings in one single round. In one go. That would be nice. let's see what the first 3 comments. Perfect dodge. Homing arrows, multi-shots. This is the most anime version of Robin Hood. Partner, you don't know nothing about the bow in real life. Homing arrows, holy moly. Yeah, it's nothing new. The Egyptians basically invented it. Let me just get the screen much more closer. Holy wow, that focus mode is probably the biggest thing for the bow, out of all the weapons. Also, the new Thousand Dragon animation, which is a bunch of arrows in hand, is peak anime. Huh. Ooh, looks like everything has to be anime. And let's just add the turning arrows. Just a quick overview.
Hit a target behind an object. Did you know it is possible for an arrow to hit an enemy who is hiding behind an object? The records also describe a form of returning arrow.
See? There it is.
The records also describe a form of
Here it is. And I lost it. Oh, here it is again. There it goes.
This skill is quite easy to do. Its fun should be performed by many archers.
So, as I was saying, I was thinking of maybe of the ability of just rather than also use the good gyro aiming in Rise and World to aim, maybe tilt the controller from one side, then release a shot to give it a curve. Instead of just controlling it during the shot, because that would be so OP and unfair and unskilled.
In movies.
I think there was also another one that seemed impressive. I don't want to get copyright by this guy. Oh, this one is a very nice trick.
Lars has practiced for years.
I hit the top, so the candle move, and this is not good enough.
Try.
Perfection is just a slightly touch.
There we go. Very pretty. Any other noticeable moments? No, not really. Maybe right here.
Remember, stay safe and only practice around objects.
Ah, yes.
Lars.
So there it is. Technically it is homing arrows, though I really wish it would have been much more turning arrows. Yeah, this is going to be fun. If it's broken as hell, yeah, I'll still enjoy it. If not, I'll enjoy it either way. But yeah, I would definitely prefer turning arrows instead of just the homing ones. So, yeah, it's very strange, at least for me, that the bow could have been so much better in try.
If I had one! Sorry.
They have motion controls, they had the pointer, they had everything to make the bow perfect in shooting, and instead...
Calm down. You're safe now. There's no
Bow
in
Monster Hunter.
You win some, you lose some. Also, the gamepad could have been used better for heavy bowgun and light bowgun. So yeah, that is all for today. Not sure when I'm going to publish it. It might be a day later, I'll be running my computer to do some busy tasks. So who knows when, maybe 2 or 3 days later. So thank you all for those who have been watching and maybe will be watching in the future. This has been Colt Gunner, the Hunters Guild's most wanted poacher. Until next crime, have a good one.